Hey guys, it's Tricky Nick here. Mario Strikers Battle League has just been released, and I've been heavily contemplating purchasing the game. Critics have been raving about it, claiming it's brought light back to the dark future of Mario sports titles. However, many fans think the game is so lacking in content that it's dead in the water already. Just look at the difference between the critic and fan scores for the game. As a longtime fan of Mario Strikers, this game has had me confused from the start. From the free updates to the ferocious art style, I don't know what to think of Mario Strikers Battle League. My initial thoughts on the game were mixed. It seemed like an awesome return to Mario Strikers, but it left me perplexed as to why there's such little content in the game. No alarms really went off in my head yet though. This was just an initial trailer, surely they'd fix it. The lack of Daisy did make my girlfriend livid though, it's her favorite Nintendo character. But by the final trailer for Mario Strikers Battle League, it seemed that not much had changed in terms of content featured. This left me feeling that the game was going to be released unfinished, with free content updates to fix it later like Mario Tennis Aces and Mario Golf Super Rushed. And yes, I will keep overusing that joke. When I found out the game would indeed feature free content updates, it only solidified my worries. But then when I gave the demo a try, I was surprised to say that I enjoyed myself way more than I expected. With all this contradictory emotion I felt, I knew I needed to buy the full game when it released and try it for myself. And here we are today where I've done just that. I bought Mario Strikers Battle League and it's time to review it. The expectations of Mario Strikers fans such as myself are set very high, yet the quality of other Mario sports games on the Switch have been very low. The free content updates have really ruined the legacy of these games, and I fear that might happen here too. So with the legacy of one of the most unique Mario sports titles on the line, it's time to take a look and decide if Mario Strikers Battle League aced it and is a smash hit, or if Nintendo and Next Level Games let fans down with a Mario Strikers Ultra trash. Mario Strikers Battle League takes the complex and boring controls of a typical soccer game, or football for your European viewers, and simplifies them to make them the most enjoyable pick-up and play experience possible. Just like in real soccer, passing, shooting, and running are essential here, and they are refined all to be possible with one push of a respective button. And like in any sport, I would know since I'm an athlete, the aim of the game is to score as many goals as possible to defeat your opponent. But if there's anything that Mario Sports is known for, it's the fact that these games always put a fun Mario twist on the typical gameplay of a sport. Mario Strikers Battle League is no different in this aspect. Since Mario Strikers is such an intense rendition of the sport of soccer, most new aspects of gameplay are catered to adding to the intensity of such a high-octane experience. Tackling and dodging are moves that you don't typically associate with European football, but here I can brutally abuse Yoshi to my heart's content. This also allows the player to knock others into the electric fence around the edge of the fields, which stuns opponents and allows for a breakaway. On top of that method of brutalization though, there's also the items in the game. These items come straight from Mario Kart and basically do the same thing here. Cause chaos amidst players. I will say that the items do feel like they don't spawn early enough into a match. I'd rather have the items slowly ramp up in spawn rate during the entire match rather than after a few minutes into it. This makes the initial part of every match feel a bit boring compared to the end. But then there's the Hyper Strikes, the equivalent of special shots in previous Mario sports titles. This move gives the player the ability to perform an incredible shot that with great timing guarantees a score. These incredibly intense cutscenes are super amazing and definitely deserve the name Hyper Strikes. There's nothing quite like the edgy art style of Mario Strikers, so to see it implemented into actual gameplay made it feel all the more unique from the other Mario sports titles. There aren't many places where you can see Wario slam that dumpy onto a soccer ball to score a goal. Overall, almost every aspect of gameplay is done excellently to create a great Mario Strikers experience. Except for one thing. The fields. Next Level Games decided to make the fields smaller in this game than in previous Mario Strikers entries to streamline gameplay. However, in doing so, they also made it kinda cluttered. It does come with the benefit of being able to more easily get into shooting range to score, but it also makes it a lot harder to avoid players trying to tackle you. I guess this adds to the intensity of a soccer match, but it does sacrifice a little bit of the strategy. Like many things related to Mario Strikers Battle League, my feelings towards the presentation are mixed. The art style for Mario Strikers has always been really edgy, and this game definitely delivers in that aspect. I love this really gritty style for the game, and it gives it an identity unique to any Mario game ever made. It's very uncommon for a Mario game to be this intense with its art, and it really leans into it. Every piece of art for this game makes the Mario cast appear more intimidating and more edgy than ever before. I never thought Toad would would make me piss my pants like this. The bloodshot eyes, aggressive motions, and crazed expressions tie together this art beautifully and make Mario Strikers Battle League feel right at home with the other entries in the series. Here's the problem though. The actual use of this art style in the game is very toned down. The only time you really see the edginess of the game seep through into gameplay is during the Hyper Strikes. Here, the characters are outlined in the sketchy way that I know and love, and their crazed, intimidating looks are so good. I absolutely love them, and it showcases the defining traits of the Mario cast. However, outside of the Hyper Strikes, this game feels quite generic. In fact, the actual goal celebrations directly after the Hyper Strikes are super jarring. Look at Mario's, for example. He goes crazy during his Hyper Strikes with flames in his eyes, and then his goal celebration is just him very tamely smiling and jumping around. He goes from, "Yeah, baby soccer," to, "Oh yay, I did it." There are some good post-goal celebrations, but others feel very out of place in this game. To describe the presentation of Mario Strikers Battle League outside of the Hyper Strikes, it looks more like Mario Soccer than Mario Strikers. It's not a bad look, but it doesn't feel very unique. The fields are pretty much just grass with patterns in it, and the characters are normal looking with some slightly angry expressions. Although, at least the different team customizations allow for different colored outfits. These grassy fields are especially disappointing because the new concept of splitting the field in half creates a way more intense sense of rivalry. Plus, the actual outsides of the fields have some incredible scenery. Spooky Mansion even references Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. Next Level Games really knows the way to my heart. However, it ends up just boiling down to green grass versus a very slightly different shade of green grass, instead of something more like a scary mansion and a lava castle. I think this is made even worse from the fact that there aren't any stage hazards, never mind unique ones. It makes most of the fields feel very bland overall, but hey, at least they don't look bad. What is bad though, is the voice acting. Are you kidding me? Why is there no voice acting during actual gameplay? Any actual voice acting is during the cutscenes that break up the gameplay. Not to mention, there's no narrator. The only commentary on the game is these small text boxes that appear when you score. Other than that, you gotta supply your own. Would it have killed Nintendo and Next Level Games to at least add somebody yelling, "Goal!" This is insane! The laziness in the voice acting was something I really worried about for all the gameplay shown, and my fears came true. When there is voice acting for this game, I really like it. However, the lack of even the simplest of narrations is so disappointing. Say what you will about EA, but at least their games have unique lines for narrators to commentate on the game with. In Mario Strikers Battle League, you have to rely on text boxes to get what's happening. Luckily, the soundtrack of the game somewhat makes up for this, and the voice acting is a smaller part of the presentation. The electric guitar and bass combination to add to the intense, gritty feel that Mario Strikers is all about really helps ease the pain I feel from the lack of voice acting. I especially love the Spooky Mansion song here. It's such an awesome rendition of the Luigi's Mansion theme. Overall, there's some great aspects to the presentation of Mario Strikers Battle League. A lot that's generic, but very little that's bad. One of the most controversial parts of Mario Strikers Battle League and all sports games on the Switch have been the free content updates. I am not a fan of this model, as I think it ruins the longevity and enjoyment players get out of a game. So when I heard that Mario Strikers Battle League would be following this model, it made me really nervous. But now that I'm finally taking a look at the game, it's time to find out if it's indeed ruined by a lack of content at launch, or if the content updates are simply to add to an already finished game. Let's start with the new gear options in this game. Whenever you play a match in Mario Strikers, you're awarded coins at the end. What are these coins used for, you may be asking? Well, these coins allow you to purchase gear to improve your stats and look like one of those tuner cars from Cars. These options for customization are not only useful in tweaking your character's stats to be exactly what you want, but they also look super nice. I've never seen Waluigi look so stylish. He's reached a new fashion high. But what else is there for the content? There must be a couple of modes that add to the typical sport of soccer, and a decent amount of fields and characters to choose from. It would be absurd to think otherwise. Oh no. Oh no. It can't be! Where is the content of this game? I go boot up a quick battle of soccer to see that there are only 10 characters, and Daisy isn't even one of them. She appears in like every Mario spin-off. Why isn't she here? To make matters worse, there are only 5 generic fields to swap between. Both prior entries in the Mario Strikers franchise had more maps and more characters than this, and even if they didn't, that's no excuse for the lack of content in 2022. But oh, at least there's a few modes, right? Well, surprise, surprise, they're all the same. Training helps you learn soccer, Quick Battle is just a match of soccer, Cup Battle is multiple matches of soccer, Striker Club may not be out yet, but I've got a funny feeling it'll be just soccer matches. It is simply absurd and disappointing that there is such little content in Mario Strikers Battle League. And it's not like all of the content that is here is bad. The gameplay of Mario Strikers is fantastic, but once you've played one match of soccer, you've seen 90% of what the game currently has to offer. Unless some free content updates add loads of new characters, not generic fields, and new modes to Mario Strikers Battle League, this game is a nothing burger after just a couple hours of playing. To say that this lack of content is frustrating would be an understatement. Whether it was the time constraints forced upon Next Level Games by Nintendo or laziness from Next Level Games, I will never understand how a company that made one of my favorite Nintendo games managed to create this. So, after all the ups and downs I've experienced while playing through Mario Strikers Battle League, what's the verdict? I've been so happily surprised by this game in some aspects, but so disappointed in others. So at long last, is Mario Strikers Battle League a smash hit? What's happening? Oh no! Who are you? I'm you! Oh yeah? Prove it. What's our favorite Nintendo console? Our favorite console is the Nintendo DS. For some odd reason. Huh, it really is me. I mean you. How did we split into two people? Our thoughts on Mario Strikers Battle League became so polarizing that Tricky Nick was destroyed. Oh well, sucks for him. Let's roam free. Yep. But wait, shouldn't one of us finish his review of Mario Strikers Battle League? We gotta honor him at least that much. I guess you're right. Mario Strikers Battle League is an easy trash hit. Smash hit! Trash it! Smash it! Trash it! Are you nuts? The gameplay is incredible, the hyper strikes and items add so much Mario charm into the sport of soccer, you cannot tell me this game is a trash hit. So what? Once you played the game once, you've done all there is to do. There's so little content in this game, it's ridiculous. That's not even mentioning all the customization that's offered. It doesn't even have Daisy's Perfect Peach in it. How could you expect me to like this game? Ah! You're stupid if you think that. Oh yeah? I'll kill you right now! Did you hear something? Whoa, that was crazy. It was like I was in two different bodies. Ow! Hey, what are you doing here? Oh, don't worry. I'll get you back on life support just after I finally finish this review. Please, I just want to die. Oh, that was crazy. After such intense contemplation in my head, it seems that a verdict has been reached on Mario Strikers Battle League. Mario Strikers Battle League is a complete and utter bronze smash hit. This unique rating is meant to convey that Mario Strikers Battle League has a really solid base, but doesn't build upon it enough to make it quite as good as the other Mario Strikers entries. I'm really happy to see such high quality gameplay, but very saddened to know that the game did not launch finished. Free content updates to fix the game later may improve the quality of the game, but not before players are left with a bad taste in their mouth and stop playing. To rate this game out of 100, I give it a 68 in its current state. Great gameplay, solid presentation with a few flaws, but not nearly enough content. It is perhaps the most upsetting Mario game that I've ever played. It's still so wild to me that the creators of Luigi's Mansion 3, one of my favorite games ever made, was developed by the same team who made this. Anyways, what do you guys think of Mario Strikers Battle League? Do you find its gameplay to be redeeming enough for the lack of content? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you all in the next one.